Well, hello everybody, it's Dan, your friendly fishmonger at dansfish.com, where we're on a mission to humanely source, maintain, and transport aquarium fish to our customers. There's a fish I want to talk about today. It's a very special fish, and it's this one right behind me. It is the mountain grunter. And the reason I wanted to take a brief little video of this is we've had these guys for a little while now, and they've started to get their beautiful, nice gold coloration in. So they turn almost a black when they're really feeling dominant. They'll turn almost a black color with bright gold spots and flecks and patterning. Those kind of horizontal stripes are bright gold color. When they really feel dominant though, they'll turn black and those stripes will become vertical or really big spots on them. So this is their everyday color. I think they're an outstanding fish. This is Australia and Papua New Guinea's answer to a cichlid or a sunfish like bluegill or bass, something like that. So there are no cichlids in Australia. Well, there are no native cichlids naturally in Australia and Papua New Guinea. And so that niche was wide open, and this is the result, the mountain grunter. Now, a lot of grunters get really, really large. This collection location was collected by Jeffrey Christian and Hans George Evers. It's from Tamika, that's where these guys were collected in West Papua. And they reported to me that the largest ones they collected and they found in the wild were 15 to 20 centimeters. So we're talking about 6 to just under 8 inches full grown. So call it about 7 inches on average. Now, there are other grunters that get much larger. As far as we know, these are not those. There has been genetic material that's been sent to Dr. Gerald Allen so that we can find out exactly what the species is. But we believe this is Hephaestus habamani, and we believe that it's going to stay about 7 inches. These should not turn into giants. Now, there are some folks that question me on that, and that's fine. I'm not claiming to know everything for sure about this. That's why we sent, that's why I didn't. Hans George Evers and Jeffrey Christian sent genetic material to Gerald Allen so we can know better what we're dealing with. But most of the people that are telling me that these are the carbon grunter or coal grunter or different species are going off the color. And what I can tell you is the color and the pattern vary drastically based on mood, based on water conditions, based on stress. Highly, highly variable when it comes to their color and their pattern. So I've had some folks say, no, because this species has vertical bars and this other one has horizontal bars. Well, I've seen this fish have both, depending on its mood, depending on its dominance, depending on lots of things. So I don't think we can really go off of color and pattern to identify this fish, hence the genetic material. Now, the biggest I've seen them is this big, 5 to 6 inches. I haven't had any customers that have gotten them that have had them grow past 6 or 7 inches. So now, no one's had them for a really long time. These are very hard to find. These are not common at all. So maybe in more time they'll grow even bigger, and we'll know that, but so far, no one's turned into giants. They definitely get fat, but they haven't got really long. And we found that they're good community fish. They're in here with a nice group of Melanotania cali-lumpur. Everyone gets along. The lumpur act as dithers, and they kind of bring the gudgeons out. Not that the gudgeons are particularly shy, but they used to be a little more shy. If I messed around with the tank, they would all dart back behind that Java moss, like if I mess with the light or whatever for a bit. But with these rainbows in there, they don't even do that. So I have found these, what I'm calling for now, until proven otherwise by genetic testing, these mountain grunters, or a customer that comes back and says, hey, that guy I got from you grew to 24 inches or something, you know. But barring those scenarios, I'm going to call these mountain grunters for now. And I found them to be very hardy. They're personable. The colors change depending on mood, so there's always something else going on. They're very active. They're out and about. I think this is an amazing fish. Now, it's not a cheap fish. As far as I know, we're maybe the only ones in the United States to have this fish at the moment. It's not one you find very often, so they're quite expensive. But if you're looking for something that's really unique and it's a cichlid slash sunfish slash bass analog from Australia and Papua New Guinea. I mean, I think the mountain grunter only comes from Papua New Guinea, but grunters in general come from Saul, which is the landmass which Australia and Papua New Guinea used to be connected, used to be one landmass. So the fish on those two islands are very similar. Let's go ahead and feed these guys. They eat everything. I'm going to go ahead and just give them some extreme krill flake. Not sponsored or anything, just it's what I happen to have here. These guys are voracious. They'll eat this. They like Hikari Vibrobites, although I don't feed Vibrobites much with the rainbows in there. I found that rainbows can damage their mouths on Vibrobites. They'll eat frozen food. They'll eat live food. They kind of eat it all. Not picky whatsoever. So, yeah, that's my little, I guess, species profile on the mountain grunter. And I don't know what else to say about them. They've been really hardy. I can't think of any specific, like, ooh, you can keep this fish, but it's hard because you have to do this, this, and this. I mean, from the get-go, they've been hardy. I don't know of any, like, really, you can keep them, but you have to do this one thing, any of those kinds of tricks. They seem to be quite adaptable, so that's the mountain grunter, one of my favorite fish, probably because it took me so many years to finally find it and bring it in. But I'm glad we have it. If you like this kind of stuff, we do a live stream every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time where we can discuss fish, kind of geek out about aquariums and their inhabitants. And also, if there's something you need in your aquarium, we've got you covered here at dansfish.com. Until next time, I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.